So once again, big shout out to Runners Paradise who are here with some on product. If you want to try on the on spikes, everyone's raving about them at the moment. The hottest items in town. So Runners Paradise here with the on range of shoes. So go and have a chat to them. They're at the finish line. Also a big thank you once again to our Victorian officials and also the Milers Club Committee for putting on a spectacular night. And boy, look at that bar in the pole vault. That's going very high. Once again, there will be pole vault at the Zatopek as well. There will be teams, I think 5 men, 5 women will form teams. They'll be over on the far side of the track, so right up and close and personal with the spectators. So the Zatopek, the Steve Hooker Pole Vault Challenge will be on that program Saturday, the 2nd of December. Now remember, there's also going to be a community run starting at 4 o'clock if you want to do the 5K that starts and finishes on the Blue track here and leads into the Zatopek program, which will commence at about 5:30 p.m. So the men's C 3,000 metres on the line. About ready to go. I'll call the field. Box Hills, Durham Deols in 1. From Wendouree, Darcy Williams in 2. From Athletics Essendon, James Cruz in 3. Eureka's Charles Chandler's in 4. In 5, we have Angus McAfee from Bendigo Uni. From Box Hill, Darcy Pound in 6. Tom Winkle is in 7. Jamie Blackburn from Ivanhoe in 8. Caleb Laker from Glen Huntly in 9. Ben Mornay, Eureka at 10. Bradley Hall, Knox in 11. In 12 from Ivanhoe, David Gregg. Then in Claxton, Glen Huntly in 13. In 15 from Old Scotch, we have Nathan Munro. Ben Ludbrook from Eureka in 16. Alec Francie Albury in 17. And in 19, Connor Sullivan from Old Scotch.
On your marks.
So underway, the C race. Top seeds here are in the low 840s, around 842. We'll be looking at guys like Ben Mornane from Eureka. Also his teammate Ludbrook from Eureka. He's got an 844. And we've got Fransky going out hard and fast early, the young man from Albury. He's got an 851. So they're just starting to settle a little bit now, and Caleb Lake is the one in the cap who decides he's going to force the pace, which is good to see. So 34, 35, so a few guys just having a look around, trying to work out where they want to be early, but Lake has actually got them to a good start. Darcy Pound just sitting off the back of him. Looks like Fransky in next position. I think that might be Cruz potentially. He's got an 843. He's sitting in 4th. And then our Scotch runner there in, I think that might be Munro sitting next position. So a good opening lap here. And Laker certainly going out to prove something here, I think. So 66, 67. So this is good. This is a really spot-on first lap for this level of athlete. So Laker doing the work early. They're starting to really bridge that gap now and start to move in behind him. This is what we need to see. So Darcy Pound more familiar over the 8s and 15s, stepping up to the 3K early here for Darce. Good to see. This will test the engine on him. But Fransky, we know he likes to go out hard and fast. We're seeing some of the more established runners just sitting back early. Chandler in the, I think there's 3 Eureka runners. Chandler's the first of those. He's up there early. Also it is Munro. Diol sitting really mid-pack there. David Gregg back at the back of the field there with Mornane. But a lot is going to happen in this race, I reckon. And you also see Jamie Blackburn from Ivanhoe sitting back of the field at the moment too. But Lake is still leading it through. Pound quite content to sit there. Fransky sitting in 4th. Munro just behind him. So through the 8, approximately 217. So just pace dropping slightly, but it's still good. So 217 through the 800. It's going to be a nice opening first kilometre here Caleb Laker doing the majority of the work out front, or doing all the work out front, sorry. So Laker leads it. Pound, not going to make any moves at the moment because the pace is decent. Chandler in the white shorts, definitely a bit of a change from his pink shorts that he has been wearing of late. But he's gone quite wide there. Also nice wide move there. We'll try and pick up who that is. That's Tom Winkle. And Winkle just moved. I think he might be from Tassie, with the Northwest Athletic Club uniform on there. So Munro's still sitting nicely there. He's got Winkle to the outside. Fransky's still sitting in 4th position there. Sorry, I missed that split. So Laker's still leading. Cruz in next position. 8:43 to his name, so this guy can run. Pound just easing back a little bit. Fransky to the side of him. Now seeing the second of our Glenn Huntley runners there. And then Stanley Claxton just going to the outside, not too far behind Chandler. So Cruz sitting behind Laker perfectly. 4 laps to go, 4:04. So approaching the halfway mark. So let's get a halfway split. I missed the first kilometre, so let's get a halfway split on, and that's going to give us a good indication. So 8:40 pace. Probably exactly where we thought they'd be, right on 8:40 pace. Laker still doing a great job. They are lining up behind, though, to take some scalps here, I think. This is a beautifully paced race, courtesy of Caleb Laker. Cruz just sitting nicely there. Fransky still strong. Chandler to the outside of him. Winkle once again making a little bit of a move there, I believe. I'll try and identify him as I come into the daylight in the home straight. He's now taking up a good position on the rails. Chandler still running relatively wide. Mornane sitting at the back of the pack. Laker, so strong out front. This pace has not wavered. Gregg's now started to make his move in the Ivanhoe colours. Ludbrook sitting midfield as well. Brad Hall also in there. Claxton moving up. Munro easing back. Connor Sullivan in next position. So approaching the 2 kilometre mark now. Let's see if we can get them in the 5:40s. So 5:40 on the clock now. So 2 kilometres in. Time check, 5:47. So the pace still good. Laker still leading. He's led from the gun. Fransky still sitting in 3rd position. Cruz, this is impressive. He knows he doesn't have to do anything in that position because the pace is still decent. Chandler, impressive here this evening at Lakeside. Brad Hall still in the mix. Now we're seeing Ludbrook starting to move forward. Now there's a few little moves starting to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a change in lead. And it looks like a few of the boys starting to push forward, and that includes Winkle, also Hall. Someone's got to take it. Someone has to take it or else they're going to run into each other. Doesn't hurt to lead. So Laker still out there. Chandler's the first one to make a bit of a move, and down the back straight, Charles Chandler in the white shorts. Laker won't give up any ground here, though, on that inside lane. He wants to be holding that position as they hit the bend. He's going to do just that. 600 out. Laker still leads. Cruz now the one who's going to make another move. Hall also in the mix in 4th position. So many times it looks like someone's tried to challenge Laker, but he won't let them pass. So Caleb Laker comes in, 500 metres to go at 7:15. Chandler to the outside, Hall going further outside. Mornane's now in the picture, Claxton up there as well. On the inside, Cruz still in that position. Winkle sitting midfield, mid-pack. Ludbrook's still in the mix. Fransky's still up there. Now Brad Hall is the first one to take the lead from Laker. Big move there from Hall. It's amazing what the sound of that bell can do to somebody. So it is Hall, Laker, Chandler, also more name. In that order, Winkle, I think, in next. No, that's not Winkle. We'll try and identify them as they come round. But now Cruz in the next position, then Winkle, then Claxton. Ludbrook just starting to ease back. Fransky going past him. But out front, Brad Hall. Boy, he's put the foot down. 200 out. Brad Hall, 8:03 at 200 to go. This is going to be a sub 8:40. So Hall, he's going to have a great race here tonight. So Brad Hall, he's got an 8:42.60 seed time. He's going to be well under that as he comes into the home straight the last time. So 8:18 on the clock now. Brad Hall, let's get behind this young man. What a big run that was. Caleb Laker easing back through the field, but what a race he's set up for these young men. And Brad Hall's going to take the honours here, just over the 8:30 mark. 8:32 unofficial. Chandler, big run from him as well. 8:35, Mornane. Also Winkle up there as well. That was Darcy Williams. Claxton, big run from Cruz. Sullivan through. Caleb Laker, well done to you. That was awesome leading. Darcy Pound, gee, the 3K hurts, doesn't it, Darce? Darren D-Hole through. Also next one in will be Angus McAfee. Then we have Nathan Munro, David Gregg through just over the 9-minute mark. And his teammate from Ivanhoe, Jamie Blackburn, will round out our field in the C. 3,000 metres, big win there. Brad Hall